Hey, welcome back. Okay, so finally let's add some, let's display our content here, the blog posts. Yes. So let's come back to our code here. Inside the admin page title, let me change this to blog posts. So inside the admin controller here, so what I want is to be able to read my content. So here we have a few options here. Actually, instead of changing down here on the type, let me change up here, blog posts, capital P. So we don't need to load any messages here. What we need is to load blog posts. So what I will do now is go to my models, and in here obviously I have post class. So here there's where is that? Inside the read. So instead of messages we want to deal with posts. So I'll put post there for the post class. And then let's go to where we are reading some information here. And where is that? Get one, get all. So it's right here. So let me change this message to post. Okay, so there's get one, there's get all. Great. Let me also change this one to post and this one to post. So usually, to avoid getting confused, maybe we can change that one to post class so that we know what we're talking about here. So I will put the same thing there, like this. Even here, post class create, wherever I used the post class. Let me come up here for a second. Okay, where I was declaring it right here, post class. Okay, good. So we go to this point here. Oh, that's the read. Let's add new. And okay, so if all those don't work out, this is the one that works out. Where is that? On the else statement, this one right here. So there's get all and get one, which we need to copy. So let's go to the messages class right here, because that's where we're getting that blueprint from. So let's copy everything from delete to get one to get all. Copy all those bad boys, go to the post class, and right at, where are we? Right here, paste. So delete, get one, get all. The only thing really that we need to change is the contact us to blogs. I think that's the table name. Everything else remains exactly the same. Now the only difference is that instead of what's this, IDs, we're going to be using URL address. So this is the main difference. So here I'm going to go wherever there is ID. In fact, let me start from here, like so. Okay, so wherever there's ID, I'm going to say URL address. Now, of course, it doesn't make sense to use int anymore, so remove all these ints. Where else did I use it? And now that we have, let's see, where URL address, let's go to URL address. Now that we have actual text in here, we can't do that int thingy anymore. So what we need to do is add an array. So I'm just going to say array. In fact, let me do this, array, and put that inside an array is equal to that. Okay, and then here we'll use prepared statements. So remove those two things there, remove the commas, And then once we read, let's add the array over there, like so. Okay, so that does it here. And we need exactly the same thing over here. So let me do that. Paste. This has to change to URL address. That's our new key. But wait a minute. If I go back to the admin.php, I want to make sure that where exactly is ID coming from? So ID is indeed coming from, oh, I see. So the ID is coming from here. So actually, this is my bad. When getting one here for the sake of the, no, I think we just have to change this. Yeah. Because I need to be able to use this get one when getting one for when somebody clicks on a post. I also need to be able to use it when deleting. So we need to be able to use the same, whether it's an ID or a URL address, that should be standard. So we'll leave it at URL address and get one. I think this does it. What we have here, order by URL address, descending. Now this isn't good, so we'll use ID instead. Back to ID. IDs are easier for databases to go through than text, so just always keep that in mind. And what else? Let's change that as well to this one. Copy that, paste it there. Okay, where URL address, delete from blogs, blah blah blah. Okay, so far we are looking good. Okay, so let's come back here, refresh, let's see if we get any errors. So no errors, we are flying through this. And let me go back to the admin section here just to make sure we get all, and that comes with blogs. So now if I go to my blogs of PHP, then I can dare to display the data. So I will change messages to post. So just select message without the S, go through all of these. Quite a number. And then, by the way, I'm pressing Control D there to select multiple, and I can change that to blog. Okay, so let's see what errors will spring up now. All right, so we have a few errors here, which is awesome. And we also have a delete button. Nice. And this one is line 36. So it's saying standard class undefined property name. Okay, you got that right. So line 36, which is right here, is where we have problems. So let's start with the title here and change that to title. And on the next one, let's change that to, now who is the owner? So that's the user URL. Let's find the next one here, and the next one will be post. Yes. And then we have image, image, and then what else do we have? Date, which follows date. Very good. And we have action. So action, where are you? Action is right here with delete. So delete blog ID. Here, let's use URL address. Like so. Okie dokie. So let's see what we've done so far. Very nice, looking good. It's just that the images have to be displayed as images, otherwise everything is okay. So let me come back here for a sec and display the image properly by putting an image tag and setting the source to this particular thing, and then close that image tag like so. I could put a style here and just say width let's say the width 150 pixels. That should do just fine. Refresh, and there we go. So clearly the images are not showing, and that's because we are missing a few things. So root, for example, and put a dot over there to concatenate. Let's refresh, and we do have images. On these ones we didn't upload any images, that's why we have this going on over there. Okay, but now still the images are all squished and squashed here, so it would be a good idea to crop them, yes, so that you see the cropped version. It's also a good idea to be able to click on the post title and take you to the actual post, right? So we can easily do that. So let's do have this. We can easily do that if we go, let's go to, oh, wait, blog, so the single blog, which we haven't dealt with, because if I click on a single one, it should take me to a single blog. Okay, so once we deal with that, we're going to put a link here so that when you click on the title, it actually takes you to the actual post so you can see all of it. But so far, so good. Here we have delete, but we also need edit. So let me come back here. Now, what exactly is the edit icon? We already have it here, so let me just inspect the element on the categories and try to see what it says. It's pencil. Okay, great. So back to blog posts and right on the delete, let us duplicate this value and change this one to pencil. I don't think the O is required there, but let us see. Yep, it's not required. Delete, delete, and then this one will be edit. Refresh. Okay, I think edit should come first. Let me go up there. That is wild. Move this back. Okay. Refresh, and there we go. So edit, delete. Very nice. And we need to be able to crop these guys. So we've already done some cropping before. If we go to our controller in the admin, you can see that we have done this kind of thing before. And where is this? We've done it with products. So let me come to products. It's always just better when things are trimmed into submission. Yes, categories, products, right here on products. Make table. Wait a minute. On which part exactly? So I guess, yeah, I think these are trimmed. So where did the trimming happen from? Wait a minute. Products, that's products, and where is it sent to? Make table, products, okay. How about make table? What's inside here? I completely forget what's going on here. Maybe that's why we needed the image class. Let me find make table. There we go. Okay, so it seems the images are untouched. So instead, let's go to another controller, the one that displays the content, like the home.php. And this one has this. So let's do that. Let me just copy that. Copy that part. And where is this? Then I will need the image class as well. So let me come back to post. Where is this? Admin.php. Very last function. Where are you? Okay, so right here, once we are done with get all, get one, we don't need that. We just need it when there is getting all of them. So let me put that here, format it nicely, come back to home.php and get the image class, close that one, we don't need it no more, and I can get the image class over here. Right, so instead of rows, it's going to be blogs. So blogs there, and let me just select all of these and put blogs. Okay, actually that looks like it works, so let's give it a shot. Come back to blog posts. Okay, undefined variable, new width, new height, online 85. So I think we need to be able to fix that. So just a minute here, let me see what's really going on. If blogs, wait a minute. Okay, what I want to do is see what's inside here. Image class, get them, post key. So usually that error comes in when there is no actual image that was found. So undefined variable, online 85. So it seems the link to the images. Let's try and put root here for a second. Let me try again. Okay, so it really can't find the images. Let me try and echo the images right here. So I'm just going to echo, or I will use show right here and put it there. Now let's get back here and refresh. Okay, so these are the images that we are looking for. Oh, I see what's happening here. That's because some of the posts don't actually have images. This is what is causing this error. So what we will do instead, it's a good idea to prevent this kind of thing by asking the question, does the file exist? So if file exists, and that's the file name, so if you can find it, then trim it. Okay, that should solve our problem. Refresh, and there we go. Zoom out. Okay, so the ones that were found are squared out, but these ones didn't exist, and that's where the error was coming from. The others are squared out. Okay, so these are nicely done blog posts, and also here we have to show the link to the actual profile of the owner and not this. So we're going to do all that in the next video so that we can finalize this blog posts part. I'll see you then.